So the chapter which we are going to start today is the chapter number 5th, and that is transpiration. So first of all, any one of you can tell me, do you know what is the transpiration or what the transpiration process is? Can anybody tell me this? Okay, very good, Trisha. But you can also clear it that the loss of water from the upper surface of the plant, like which is the aerial part. Okay, root is the embedded part, and the aerial part is the shoot. Okay, so when that loss of water takes place by the upper part of plant, that is known as transpiration. Very good. So basically in plant, transpiration can be also seen or can also be tell as a process of excretion. For example, in the case of human, when we sweat is a type of excretion. Understood? So in plant also, the transpiration is what? It is the kind of excretion. Understood? Now, there is a first experiment which is given on page number 55, and that is demonstration of transpiration. So first of all, to understand this experiment, just make it clear that the water will be removed by the process of transpiration in the case of plant. Okay, it is the easy way to learn what is transpiration, the process by which water gets removed from the plant by the aerial surface. Okay, so basically the maximum number of transpiration, I guess you had already studied in class 9th also, that stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration, lenticular transpiration. So maximum number of transpiration was by which part of the plant? Tell me, anybody? किस पार्ट से सबसे ज़्यादा ट्रांसपिरेशन हो रहा था? क्यूटिकुलर, लेंटिकुलर? से बेटा? Okay, no problem. So basically जो सबसे ज़्यादा transpiration होता है, the maximum number of transpiration will be stomatal transpiration, okay, which is done by the stomata, okay, because you also know that the site of photosynthesis is leaf, sorry, inside the leaf the photosynthesis occur, and the site of photosynthesis is chloroplast. Understood? So the demonstration of transpiration means this experiment demonstrates how you can see the transpiration, because usually when you see transpiration, when you see the plant, you are not able to see the process of transpiration, because when the water came out from plant, it gets evaporate or vaporized. Okay, evaporate will be the best word to say here, because vaporization is done under the high temperature. Okay, now listen, in this experiment a polythene is banded around a plant, because inside the polythene you are now seeing some moisture, and from where this moisture came, because we had just put it a dry polythene, so this moisture came from the plant transpiration. Understood? Now you understood this experiment? Okay. Yes. Everybody, please respond. Beta, are you having any other noise rather than me also? Are you getting any other noises also? Okay. Wait a second. Just give me 1 second. So yes, so this experiment demonstrates that how you can see the process of transpiration. And all of you understood this experiment? You had taken a dry polythene and wrap it around a plant. Okay? After some time, you see that the dry polythene become moist. From where this moisture came? This moisture came from plant by the process of transpiration. Always remember, whenever you forget if everything about transpiration, remember in the case of animal, when we talk about the process of excretion, it is such that in the case of plant. Understood? Now there is a second experiment in which you can see the cobalt paper is used. So basically the feature of cobalt paper is it will remain blue when there is no moisture, and if there is any moisture it will convert into pink. Okay, so in this experiment there is a bell jar. Bell jar all of you know. If you are not knowing bell jar, then in class 10th you are going to know what is bell jar by your practical, your biology practical. It is a glass apparatus, okay, as you can see in figure 5.2, okay. So the apparatus, you are able to see the glass apparatus, that is bell jar. Inside the bell jar the plant is kept, okay, and the cobalt paper is also put it. So here you can see when the inside the bell jar there is no plant, the color of the cobalt paper is, tell me, when the no plant is there in the bell jar, what is the color of cobalt paper? Yes, blue, because cobalt paper will remain blue when there is no moisture. But where the plant is kept inside the bell jar, the plant will show the process of transpiration, and the transpiration will reduces water, and with that moisture the cobalt paper becomes pink in color. Okay, understood? All of you understood? Okay, very good beta. Now there is one more experiment in which you can see the weighing technique. Weighing technique means by the weighting of the plant you can see that yes, it will show that process of transpiration. For example, when you dehydrate the plant, the water gets lost from the plant. Obviously when something is dehydrated, the weight of that thing will be get reduces. So it is all about the transpiration. But the most important thing which you have to remember is the apparatus or is the instrument which is used in the process of transpiration. See, there is a photometer, okay, and the name of that photometer is Genong's photometer, okay. What's the name of photometer? Genong's photometer, and that photometer is used for the measurement of process of transpiration. How it is put? It is put at the label of the plant. See in the figure 5.5, this diagram, okay. Here you can see as the plant is showing the process of transpiration, the one side of the plant is put in the stop clock. You can see the stop clock is there. From the stop clock you can just stop the time, or you can just stop the process of transpiration by stopping the flow of water. With the help of this you can see the air bubble is coming from the apparatus. See, to understand this very carefully, you can just only understand this, that one side a plant is kept and one side a container is kept with water, okay, and with the help of that Genong's photometer, they are just attached together, okay. After some time you will see that the water level is coming inside that you can say the apparatus, the instrument, Genong's photometer. So Genong's photometer itself cannot contain any type of pressure, so the pressure will be exerted by the transpirational pull, okay, and transpirational pull will be done by the process of transpiration. All of you are understanding what I am saying, or just I explain once again? Okay, so see, no matter in weighing method it is not so essential. Only know that if something contain water, it will be heavier, and if the thing is lost is water, or if it is dehydrated, the weight will be less. The important thing is the Genong's photometer, okay, because it is the instrument which is used for the calculation of rate of transpiration. Now transpiration, you know that transpiration will, see, to understand this, understand it a very low level. if this is a surface, okay, and especially a living surface, and the phenomena of this, or the, you can say, the function of this surface is to secrete something, okay. So if it is secreting something, then it must be exerting any pressure inside to secrete that substance. वो जरूर ही कोई एक प्रेशर एक्सर्ट कर रहा होगा अपने अंदर के साइड से उसको बाहर लाने के लिए, अंडरस्टूड। तो यहाँ पे जो प्रेशर वो एक्सर्ट कर रहा है दैट इज अ ट्रांसपिरेशन पुल, ओके। सो यहाँ पे आपने एक प्लांट लिया और एक साइड कंटेनर वाटर, and that plant and water is connected to a Genon's photometer, and there is a reservoir also. Reservoir मैं इसलिए नहीं बताया, that is not so necessary to understand the whole thing. It is only for the stop and you can say the further go on of the process. So यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, the plant is showing or it is performing the process of transpiration, and transpiration is exerting a pressure. And how you can see the pressure, or how you can see the reading in the Genon's photometer? Because when the pressure will be exerted by the plant, the water level will be come inside the scale which you are able to see in the diagram. See, the water bubbles are coming. The pressure is not so much that you can see the maximum number of water coming in the you can say the apparatus, but yes, it will exert a little amount of pressure, and that's why here not water is written. Here it is written only the water, the less amount of water, and air bubble is because the substance, you can see the water or water reservoir is exerting a pressure. Because of that, the air bubble is present inside the instrument. Understood? See, you can see a rise in water in this capillary which is coming from the beaker. Here you can see now. So why, see here no anything is present for the exertion of pressure, but then also the water level is coming upside. So this is because of the transpirational pull. Understood? Okay. So all of you are understood, or only one girl is understanding and she is saying yes ma'am, yes ma'am? Okay. So basically in a very low term, or in a very easy term, or in a very brief term, you can understand in such a way that Genon's photometer is that instrument which is used for the measurement of the process of transpiration, and transpiration occurs and exerts a pressure which now when a beaker is containing a water, the water will be coming inside the scale which is attached to the Genon's photometer. Understood? Now precaution in use of photometer. See, there is some precaution which is used. For example, the photometer should be made completely watertight, because if the okay, tell me how many of you can explain that yes there should be a watertight. Watertight means the water should be completely tight, which is present the reservoir. Reservoir is also containing some water, na? Then why there should be a watertight? Because if it will not be watertight, it will not exert any pressure. It will exert pressure, but it will not show any type of movement in water which is kept in the beaker. अगर किसी भी चीज को आपने टाइट नहीं बंद किया है तो क्या उसका प्रेशर उतना एक्सर्ट हो पाएगा? नहीं हो पाएगा. That's why it should be watertight. Understood? Now there are some more things, like for example limitation in the use of photometer. Introducing the air bubble is not very easy. एयर बबल का इंट्रोडक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा इजी नहीं होता, क्योंकि आपका एक वाटर लेवल इधर भी है जो प्लांट के साइड में है, और एक बीकर में भी आपके पास वाटर है. ओके, तो आपके दिमाग में आ रहा होगा कि मैम जब उसको वाटर ही इनटेक करना है और वाटर का लेवल ही इनटेक करना है तो वो अपने रिजर्वायर का इनटेक करेगा ना. बट यहाँ पे आपको वो डेमोन्स्ट्रेट नहीं करना है, आपको ये डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करना है कि येस इट इज एक्सर्टिंग अ प्रेशर. प्रेशर आप तब कब दिखा सकते हो? क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो आप ये भी बता सकते हो ना कि मैम यहाँ पे तो इम्बाइबेशन के भी प्रोसेस के थ्रू वाटर इनटेक हो सकता है, ऑस्मोसिस के भी प्रोसेस के थ्रू. तो फिर क्यों ये बीकर भी आपको लेने की जरूरत है? बिकॉज प्रेशर अगर एग्जर्ट होता है तो वो अगर दूर भी चीजें हैं, चाहे कोई अलग भी चीजें हैं, तो उसका भी लेवल वो इंक्रीज करेगा या उसमें भी मूवमेंट शो करेगा. क्योंकि अगर कांटेक्ट में है तो वो बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ इम्बाइबिशन, ऑस्मोसिस, डिफ्यूजन, किसी भी प्रोसेस के थ्रू हो सकता है. अंडरस्टूड? बैरियर उधर है और इधर जो बीकर में वाटर है उन दोनों के जंक्शन के बीच में. अंडरस्टूड? Now the next topic is 5.4, that is kinds of transpiration, right? How many kinds of transpiration is there? So here you can see stomatal transpiration, as I told you earlier also, cuticular transpiration and lenticular transpiration. Now listen this also very carefully. The transpiration which is done by the stomata is known as stomatal transpiration. Stomata, I think all of you know. If nobody is knowing, then listen to me. Stomata is found in the leaves, okay, and the opening and closing of stomata is guarded by the guard cells, okay. So transpiration, the maximum, I guess about 90 to 95% of transpiration is done by the stomata, okay. After that, the cuticular transpiration. Now what is cuticle? Cuticle is the thin covering which is found all over the plant, okay, all over the plant, and through that if the transpiration is occurred, then that is known as what? Cuticular transpiration. And the last is lenticular transpiration. Now what is lenticels? Anybody is remembering what is lenticels? I had teased you in class 9. What is lenticels? Anybody who can explain me what is lenticels? Anybody? Okay, no problem. So basically, when you see the woody stem, yes beta? Yes beta, tell. You can explain in such a way, but if you are not knowing and you have to explain in a very easy way, see, when you see some woody stem, the old woody stem, what you see, there are some breakage inside the stem. You see, na? There are some pore and there are some broken parts. So that pore or that cut part is known as lenticel. Okay, and through that if the transpiration is occurring, then that transpiration will be known as lenticular transpiration. Understood? So till here only I am going to explain you the chapter, because after that it is not possible to tell you by only saying this, okay. So I will try to upload the video of the remaining topic, because you have to understand with the help of diagrams, okay, because there is a mechanism of transpiration. Till here, if there is any doubt to any of you, because from then we are, which transpiration beta? See beta, see if you are not understanding cuticular transpiration, that means you are not understanding what is cuticle. If I will ask through which our body is covered, you will answer, ma'am, with our skin, okay. So cuticle is also just like the skin, but it is very thin in structure, like a plastic like structure, okay, which is found all over the plant, okay. And if the transpiration is occurring through that cuticle part, that is known as the cuticular transpiration. If we talk about the amount of transpiration is occur by stomata, cuticular और lenticular, अगर मैं ये बात करती हूँ कि कितना ज़्यादा transpiration कौन सा part करता है, तो the maximum will be the stomatal transpiration, and then the cuticular transpiration, and the lesser one will be lenticular transpiration. Understood? Cuticle अगर आपको real life में देखनी है, तो you just take a leaf and scratch the leaf. When you little bit scratch a leaf, you will see that there is a plastic like structure which is coming at the upper surface of leaf, and that is the cuticle. Understood? Yes. That's why sometimes see, as I am saying that the maximum number of transpiration is occurring with the help of stomata. So So sometimes when you see the factors affecting which is inhibiting the rate of transpiration, in that factor the word is used thick cuticle, means when the cuticle will be thick, the transpiration will be low. Understood? So now once again I am asking, is there any doubt which is related to this chapter or chapter number 4? You may ask here, and the mechanism I will explain to all of you with the help of diagram, because right now I am just speaking and all of you are listening. So mechanism you are not able to get while this conversation. So I am just going to upload the video, or whether it's possible, so in live class I will just make a diagram and will explain to all of you the mechanism of transpiration. So most probably we will study this in our next lecture. Okay, till now is there any doubt to all of you which you are having, for all of you? Yes, this is the chapter is not so long. I guess it will take 2 more class to complete this chapter. Okay, so any doubt to any one of you? Trisha, are you having any doubt, beta? Arushi, Anushka, Asha, Ayush, Fazil, Nikki, Praveen, Priya, Sakshi, Shreya, Simi, Shomesh, Shuhani, Yashi, Anand. Beta, any one of you is having any doubt? Okay, beta. So, beta, should I leave the class, or anyone wants to ask any question which is related to any other chapter? And yes, beta, see, yesterday, or no, not yesterday, I guess on Tuesday, when we were having our live class, the student who was saying that, ma'am, till chapter number 6, it is very lengthy. So please understand this, beta, that chapter number 4, chapter number 5 and chapter number 6 is just all related to each other, okay? Means plant physiology. So it will not be so tough to understand. I am not giving the chapter number 6 in second term examination because it is related to the plant physiology. So if you will give the examination right now in the first term, then it will be easy to give the other chapters examination in the second term exam. Okay? That. Yes, beta. Obviously, the diagram will also come. I will tell you that you have. No, I am not going to tell you which one, but yes, I will tell you. See, I'm just giving you a hint that not only in biology but in other subjects also, always study that diagram which is just related to the topic of the chapter. For example, if I'm asking about the transpiration, if I'm saying to transpiration, so study the diagram which is exactly showing the transpiration. For example, some will ask that, ma'am, in this chapter, so the experiment is also showing transpiration, the Ganon's photometer is also showing the transpiration, but where the transpiration is the maximum in the mechanism part. So you can just focus on mechanism part. But I don't think that in transpiration the diagram is so much important. But then also if you want to study, you can study the transpiration, okay, very clearly, because once you will, yes beta? Yes, beta, but not so lengthy one and so difficult one. I will just give you the diagram which is related to your topic, and also the diagram which is very easy for all of you. Understood? Okay. So yes, students, I am just leaving the class. Okay. In our next class, I will try to make the diagram and explain to all of you with the help of the diagram, and it is very easy. The transpiration. Yes, beta. What, beta? But I am not able to. Can anybody else repeat what she is asking? I just tell about the diagram, beta, that you have to draw, or you have to only remember the diagram which is related to the topic exactly. Means obviously if the diagrams are given in the chapter, all the diagrams is related to the topic, but study the diagram which is exactly related to the topic. Okay, in transpiration, see, right now you are not idea about what is transpiration, but when you understand the mechanism, you will say, oh ma'am, this was so easy. Okay, so yes, and after that the chapter which is remaining is the process of photosynthesis, and in ninth also you had studied the process of respiration. So respiration and photosynthesis are just reciprocal to each other, so this chapter will also not take so much time, and you will be able to complete this chapter very easily and very nicely. So yes students, thank you to all of you. And one more thing, please attempt, not in copy but in book, the structured application skill type questions, because it is important for your board examination. I had seen the board pattern of the sample paper and the question papers, and the questions are important. So don't do in your copy but do in your book, because when the school will be reopened, I will check all of you books. Okay, I will also check your books, okay, in the class. Okay, so please do these question in book. Understood? I'm not saying to do in copy, because in copy you are going to just draw the diagrams and draw the experiment, so it will take so much time. And in examination, it is not going to ask you to draw the diagram of experiment, or to draw the diagram of like the things which is given in your this type of question, but it is going to ask the question which is given in this section. Okay, so for board point of view, you have to study these things, and also you have to write this in book. Okay. Okay, beta, I'm just leaving the class. I will make sure from next class I will be in the class where nobody will be there. Okay. Thank you, beta.